My name is Curtis Pope. I've already started a company. It's called ideakickSF.com, and we're pretty successful so far. You know, we've gotten a lot of exposure and all that good stuff. But this is kind of a side idea, and it's been kind of burning in my head for the past couple weeks. And you know, I talked to a few people about it, and they like the idea. So I'm going to just kind of give you guys the idea and see what the temperature is. How's that sound?
Perfect.
Okay, cool. So you guys are already with me here. So, you know, we're on Facebook, we're playing Farmville, we're, you know, building farms that don't really exist. You know, there's no tangible, you know, I mean, I don't get to bring home any lettuce or anything like that. You know, a lot of our lives are in the virtual world. A lot of the value that we create in our own lives is online now. You know, our friends are online, they're creating value with their photos and sharing everything. And so the idea that I have, just to launch right into it, is a social game that has real tangible benefits in your own life. And it's actually built for husbands and wives to share in. Now, I don't know if any of you, who here is married? Who's married? I'm married. I've been married for 3 years, and I love those 3 years. But you know, the constant pain, or you know, the constant pain is, you know, my wife, the honey-dos, right? I mean, you got to like pick up stuff and, you know, go get stuff, wash the dishes, make dinner, this type of stuff. Things we love doing on occasion, but we don't love doing all the time. And so my idea is called Husband Points. And the reason it's called Husband Points is because for everything that you do in real life for your wife or for your family, you will get points.
This is a great idea.
Now men, as men, are you guys with me so far?
Yes, very much so.
So for men, we love sports, don't we? I mean, we love seeing those points. We love seeing Kobe, you know, Black Mamba, all that good stuff. So, you know, we love sports, but you know, we also wish we were athletes, right? We always think we're the best football or basketball player and all that stuff. So this kind of gives us an opportunity to be a winner, but with our wives and our family. So for everything, like I said, for everything that we do in our life, we get points for. So you wash the dishes, that's like 7 points. You wash the car, pick the kids up, all this kind of stuff, that's like 20 points, right? You know? And the cool thing about it is, you don't have to be a husband, you can be a boyfriend and all that good stuff. You know, living in sin and all that. So the cool thing about it is your wife can actually set metrics too. So she can say, after 50 points, I'll buy you a new flat screen. I'll buy you a new MacBook Pro, or whatever you desire. Your wife can set those goals for you. You can, you know, of course, you know, build up to that. So, like I said, the tangible benefits part is in helping your family, helping your wife, helping her to love you more, you know, all that good stuff. I like to think I'm a pretty good husband, but you know, my wife still reminds me to, you know, pick stuff up and, you know, pick your socks up and fold your clothes, you know, why can't you do the laundry, this kind of stuff. So, I mean, I think that's something that kind of, I think all husbands can kind of relate to. Am I off base completely, or?
No.
Okay.
Wonderful idea.
Okay, well, thank you. But, you know, it's kind of a side thing, and I've been thinking about it. I've created a small little prototype, you know, done all the you know, legwork and everything, and you know, the best experience that I've had is being a husband. You know, I've only been married 3 years, but I've been through all of that. You know what I mean? I'm trying to figure.
Your brother?
No, I have 5 other brothers actually. I have 5 other brothers. So you know, so that's my idea. Any. Am I completely off base, or is that cool, or what?
Dude, you got a lot of hands from women over there.
Let's hear from the ladies first. You, I'm sorry.
Yeah, for example...
What's your name? I'm sorry.
My name is Tanya.
Tanya.
Yeah, like remember Trevor said that as in resume you put very nice things on and
right.
You don't put bad things. So
yeah.
Do you have anything in your application with bad things?
Yeah.
Like minus coin?
Yeah, underwear, but, you know.
Cheat as well, like don't put the good, don't put bad stuff in.
So check this out. We have this little mud room in our house, and you know, we have the little. We went to IKEA. We bought these little things that I put together, and you put your shoes inside of it. I'm the worst thing with shoes because you know I wear shoes, different shoes, and I have more shoes than my wife, unfortunately. So they spill out, and you know every single. She's like, I tripped over your shoes today, you know. So you know that kind of stuff. You know, pick up your socks and. why can't you clean the bathroom this time? And I like to cook for my wife. That's what I do. I really love her, and so I try to be a good husband. But the honeydews kind of wear me down. But if there was actual incentives, like stuff that I can like aspire to and aim to, then I might be more motivated, right? And your wives will love you, of course, more. And I mean, it's not all about that, but it has tangible benefits. You get in a routine, all that good stuff. Oh, I'm sorry. Let's get the ladies, dude, because this is for them,
I have several comments.
Yes.
I think it's a fabulous idea. I think you should make it not necessarily whatever name you choose for it. Maybe it shouldn't be husband or something more general, so that people in
for boyfriends.
Yes, I think that would be a good idea.
Friends with benefits.
And I think that having some matrix that people can set up privately is a good idea, but having people set up a personal matrix publicly might not be a good idea. So maybe it would be visible to the person, to the specific person, but not to the general public what that matrix is. Well,
the social part of it would be kind of like where it would give me like a total of the points that I've accrued. But it wouldn't be like, oh, he did this or he did that, unless I choose to, right? Unless I say, well, hey, I'm proud of that. I want to tell everybody I do the dishes every Wednesday or whatever. That's kind of the thing. We men are more displaying. We like to, hey, we did this and we killed the saber-toothed tiger. We brought it home. And
you know what's super cool about this?
Well, so that's now as a man who is
now
not
we get the
yet
male
married,
side. Sorry.
Yeah. This is going to be a big exchange here.
This is crazy.
So would there be like in fantasy football where you go against one of your friends each week? You can have like a fantasy team because then you have like all of the friends but girls happy.
That's not a bad idea. That's not a bad idea. But you know what? And I'll tell you this. I'll just say someone pretty interesting in tech was like, well, what about the sex part? That's what I was gonna say. I was like, right. So you kind of make what you want, and I mean that's the cool thing. You can set your own little thing and say, I'll do this, or I'll go where he wants to go this week.
I learned that. It's like an open now.
Right.
For choosing your criteria.
I'm glad you guys like this idea. Let's get more.
I like this a lot.
Yeah, I like the idea because it facilitates like communication around what expectations are and enables the person, whoever, to like make requests, which is great. But immediately I thought about kids and like, could you do it with your kids and homework and chores?
That's a great idea.
Allowance, and you see the little piggy bank go up, or they get like iTunes cards, or like freebies online, or
that's
something.
A great idea.
Are you a good dad?
Right. Yeah.
Dad of the year. I mean, people award that award.
Well, and then the other thing,
metrics,
it could be a family. There could be a family component to like where you do things together and like everybody gets points or something.
Yeah. And what kind of interesting? The interesting thing about the point system is that it works in so many broad ways, and everybody's kind of like somebody told me about an app that kind of is like you do a to-do list and you get like points for doing all your activities and stuff like that. And I want to kind of bring that to real life. I want to build a social game that's social, but at the same time it has real benefits, and the benefits are lasting too. Let's get to
so one thing just to think about. I think it's from men are from Mars and women are from Venus. Is that women point things very differently than men.
Oh yeah.
Men point things in multiples of like 20s and 10s, and I get 50 points for doing this. Women say, you washed my clothes, or you took me out to dinner. You get 1 point for both of those.
Well, that would be a cool idea. I mean, your wife can set the
so you would need to have some kind of translation metric in there.
But that's the thing. Like, I mean, the cool part about that is a wife can sign a husband up, or a husband can just join and say, hey, my wife needs to. So the cool thing is that you can really get your couple communication on. We can all be better at that, Let's get this guy, because I've been ignoring him ever since. Will.
Yes.
Go ahead, man. So, I know you got a lot on your mind.
As a man who is a boyfriend, not quite yet a husband, so haven't been completely broken down.
Whoa. Hold on.
The idea of competing against my friends for like honey-do points would end up being like the whipped award. And so, from a perspective of how you would motivate me, it might actually be interesting to see if you could do it with the negative side in terms of if I'm not doing things that are conducive to us having a healthy relationship, I don't get rewarded. Because the idea of being bought a plasma or something like that isn't necessarily going to drive me, because in theory I can do that for myself, right? But
but here's the thing, dude, and I totally understand where you're coming from too, because I mean I have a friend who thinks the exact same way as you, but you know the thing is we all want to kind of focus on the positive, right? We all. And the thing is, the incentive part is how we're all geared. We're all made this way. We need incentive. We go to work every day, right? For what?
Paycheck.
I mean, we love our jobs, but you know, the rewards of that is what? Like a raise, a paycheck, the perks, all the good stuff, people we work with, all that good stuff. So in a way, our minds don't know that there's incentive, but there is, you know, in little ways, you know.
Unfortunately, we're going to have to cut it off there because that is time, but thank you.
Can I get one more?
Unfortunately.